Carried. Fellas. Color guard. Left. Face. Order. Arms. Breathing. Arms.
Let us pray. Eternal Father, we thank you this morning for this occasion. As we honor and acknowledge what these young people have done, we ask that you would be with us during this program. Be with their families that have come, their friends, their shipmates that are here to pay tribute as we recognize hard work, determination, and dedication. May they take from this today the energy to keep on going forward, reaching higher levels. Bless all that is said and done. We ask this, we pray this in your holy name.
Please be seated. Good morning. Today is a day of celebration. Let me try that one more time. Good morning. Good morning. Very good. I'm Charles Taylor, president here at Thomas Nelson Community College. It is indeed an honor to be here. Today, we are welcoming the 15th commencement ceremony for the Navy Medical Laboratory Technician program here at Thomas Nelson Community College. And our activities this morning are in your honor. It's my pleasure to introduce the members of the stage party before I get into the program. And let me introduce the individuals and ask you to hold your applause until I finish introducing all of the stage party. It is great honor for me to introduce the Thomas Nelson Community College board member, Dr. Joseph Shikes, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Richard Fleming. Our Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Beverly Walker Graffia. Our Vice President for Institutional Advancement, Ms. Cindy Calloway. Our Dean of Natural Health and Social Sciences, Dr. Donald Bartholomew. Our Grand Marshal, Brian Cooley. The Commanding Officer, Navy Medicine Manpower Personnel Training and Education Command, Captain Roberto Quinones. Commanding Officer, Naval School Health Science, Portsmouth, Virginia, Captain Brad Bennett. Department Head, Medical Laboratory Technician Program, Commander Mark Crowell. And Navy Medical Center, Portsmouth, Lieutenant Commander Larry Black. And School Head, Medical Laboratory Technician Program, Navy Naval School of Health Sciences, Portsmouth, Chief Wilson. Can you give the stage a round of applause? We also have other guests joining us today. Sharing in our celebration this morning are many of the distinguished guests. Dr. Wingo, the former Dean, Mathematics and Engineering Technologies Program. Commander Gene Scherfer, Commander Deborah Gardner, Senior Chief Bruce Ross, Mr. Mike Lowry, one of our instructional systems specialists, Chief Abias, Chief Walker, Master Chief True, Master Chief Witten, and Master Chief Baldy. We also have other members from our Vice President's Cabinet, Dr. Deborah Wright as well. Give them a round of applause. I also want to give a special thanks to our honor guard from the Naval School of Health Sciences, Portsmouth, Virginia, who presented the colors for our ceremony today. Let me just say a few words, and then I'll turn it over to a number of other individuals who would like to talk to you today. As for today's candidates for graduation, this is a wonderful moment for Thomas Nelson. It's a wonderful moment for me as well. It's also a proud moment, not only for you, but also for our faculty and staff to be really a part of your lives and basically giving us an opportunity to be a part of your lives. We are honored to be the only non-military site selected by the Navy to provide this type of training. It is a unique partnership, and we are extremely happy to do our part in support of the Navy's global efforts. Here at Thomas Nelson, we have always been proud to serve the military community. We are even more so today as members of our armed service forces serve the cause of freedom around the world. And I always tell when I'm having the opportunity to share with you, I have a deep personal interest, as well as some of the members of the people here on the stage party. My son serves in the military. He just got back from serving overseas in Iraq, and so it is always indeed an honor for Thomas Nelson to be president here, to really be a part of your lives, realizing that you are giving your service to this great country that we live in. And so I commend you, and again, that's why this program here at Thomas Nelson is not only a personal one, but also one for our entire faculty, staff, and our students. The importance of your role and yours is more essential to our community and our nation than it's ever been. And our role is indeed that much more important and intertwined. Here at Thomas Nelson, we truly believe in our responsibility to support you, to help you develop, because you're protecting us and you are a part of our ultimate security system. The better you are trained, the more secure we are as individuals throughout our entire nation and our communities. Today it is clear that not just in faraway places, but also here at home, that in educating you and in truly working and preparing you, we have responsibility to do more than just give you information. We have the important task of helping you develop as a leader, as a team member, as citizens and critical thinkers. During your time here, we've kept our eyes on you. And matter of fact, yesterday I saw some individuals walking to the cafeteria, and you are not aware how proud students are when they see you walking across campus in your uniforms. It sets a great deal of pride on our campus, and I wanted to share that with you. And I know it's sometimes difficult when you're in the lab studying and you listen to some of our instructors and other instructors and saying, keep studying, keep studying, keep studying. And you keep saying, well, I was up 18 hours doing just that. But you're here today because you've been able to accomplish all that you've been able to put forth in the things that we've been able to put in front of you. As you leave here today, though, for many of your destined places around the world, we ask that you make the most of the training and the education you've received here at Thomas Nelson. Go with a powerful combination of confidence and character. The confidence that you acquired for your education, the character that you've inherited from your parents and your family members, your communities, your places of worship, and this great U.S. Navy. This powerful combination will surely keep you on the right track as you go forward in life. We realize that you will be saving lives and helping lives and moving forward, and we take our training here that seriously. Congratulations to you on this marvelous day. You have taken on the awesome charge of dedicating a part of your life to serve. A service not only to yourself, but service to others, to our community, and to this great country. Go forth with the love, and I say that in all sincerity, with the love of your family members, the blessings of the many instructors and the military leaders and personnel, and respect of your peers, and respect of the faculty and the staff and the students that are part of Thomas Nelson. We ask you to go forward and perform your duty to protect the nation's honor, to go forth in a certain knowledge that all you will eventually leave behind are the good names, the good deeds, and your good works. Thank you for being a part of Thomas Nelson. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be a part of your lives. And we wish you great success in your endeavors and all of your future goals. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce one of our board members who really took his time out to be here today to help us celebrate. This is a day of celebration. It's my pleasure to introduce Thomas Nelson board member, Dr. Joseph Shipes. Dr. Shipes.
Thank you, Dr. Taylor. As a member of the Thomas Nelson Board, and as a soldier who wore the uniform similar to yours for 34 years, although today my uniform is a little more colorful, I'm honored to join Dr. Taylor in congratulating the members of this distinguished graduating class and in welcoming their families and their friends. I'm also pleased to announce and to introduce Captain Bennett, the commanding officer of the Naval School of Health Sciences in Portsmouth, Virginia. Captain Bennett.
Thank you, Dr. Shipes. Good morning, President Taylor, distinguished members of the procession, graduates, family and friends. It's truly an honor for me to be part of this great tradition now since 2000 here at Thomas Nelson Community College. It's very special to me because this is my last graduation at Thomas Nelson with you all after serving 3 years as a commanding officer at the Naval School of Health Sciences, retiring after 27 years. I've been to many graduations here over these 3 years, and every one is unique and every one is special. For we all witness education at its very best. The growth and development of our students who will then continue to support our great nation wherever you are called. and you will serve at a much greater capacity than when you first started at Thomas Nelson. So graduates, congratulations for your commitment to success during these past and long 56 weeks. Your dedication to commitment to excel in this challenging curriculum is your formula for success in the future in the Navy or wherever your path takes you as you set your course for the future. This is truly a day of celebration. I also wish to thank the immediate and extended families of these fine sailors, for you are part of their success today. Certainly in the combination of the TNCC, laboratory technician, faculty, instructors, and all the support staff here at Thomas Nelson, the military laboratory technician staff that are here, specifically HM1 Suarez, who has left us recently to join the war effort in Kuwait, serving on a great staff of one of our large medical field hospitals, supporting our warriors in the war effort. Certainly Chief Jamero, Chief Wilson, and recently added to this group, our new department head, Commander Crowell. And in addition, we have another group that sometimes we forget about, but we all are partners of education. It is the clinical preceptors at the great Naval Medical Center, Portsmouth, who do all the clinical training following this didactic training at this college. So thank you. Finally, I wish to specifically thank Chief Wilson. Chief Wilson stepped up as the acting department head for the past few months. And Chief, you've done an outstanding job. Thank you for that acknowledgement. Now I wish to introduce our next speaker, my friend, my colleague, and my boss, Captain Roberto Quiñones, the commanding officer, Naval Medicine Manpower, Personnel and Training, Education, in Bethesda, Maryland. Bob?
Thank you, Brad. President Taylor, distinguished staff of Thomas Nelson Community College, my distinguished guests, colleagues, future Navy leaders, family and friends, I welcome all of you to this special occasion, the graduation of our laboratory medicine class. Today our graduates in this auditorium hold one thing in common, an appreciation for time, energy, and what it takes to complete this milestone in your career. I am delighted to be here as your speaker because it gives me the opportunity to thank the academic staff for preparing our sailors for their new careers. For the last 56 weeks, you have provided a total of 2,030 hours of didactic and clinical practicum, focusing on chemistry, hematology, microbiology, and blood banking. The didactic sessions were held here at Thomas Nelson Community College in Hampton, while the clinical sessions were held at Naval Hospital Portsmouth and the Branch Health Clinic Oceana, Virginia Beach. All of our students arrived eager to begin their journey in support of our nation's defense needs and are leaving here honed and polished with a great understanding of what it takes to wear the uniform of our nation and to take on the next level of responsibility in their careers. To my sailors, I know you have absorbed a lot and are anxious to move on as you continue your new journey in your career. As a young sailor, 37 and a half years ago, when I joined the Navy, I too learned that training and learning never stops. Technology changes, materials change, opportunities come, and every week there are new perspectives to review. As a medical lab technician in the Navy, you are not only a diverse group of individuals from every facet of society, but also equally as diverse in your role which you will serve this great nation. In the civilian sector, laboratory technicians work in hospital clinics and doctors' offices. In the Navy, You will work in hospitals and clinics, but you will also be asked to go to fleet hospitals in Iraq, Afghanistan. You will be called upon to work in laboratories throughout the globe in foreign lands like Italy, Japan, Korea, Guam, and even Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. And alongside our great Marines, soldiers and sailors, and airmen, in a myriad of roles, which may or may not include actually acting as a laboratory testing person. Laboratory technicians, by virtue of your training and experience, have proven to be an invaluable asset to Navy medicine's support on the global war of terrorism. As a critical link to forward deployed fleet sailors and Marine units, medical lab technicians throughout the Navy collected, tested, labeled, shipped, and transfused over 12,000 units of blood in 2006 to our injured Marine and sailors and soldiers serving in Iraq. So as you graduate today, understand the significance of the journey you're about to take. Not just the significance to you and your family, but more importantly, the significant role that you will play in protecting those who protect our nation. As you are probably aware, change is very integral to today's Department of Defense. I have seen in my career, and you will see in your career as you continue, that change continues to happen. What does not change are some basic values or keys to success that I want to pass on to you before you leave today. I say up front, as with any chosen path, not every day will be easy, but if you love what you do, every day can be rewarding. To help you focus on your future, I offer you 11 keys to success. The first 10 I have used throughout my career. Number 11, I just recently added to my list. Actually, I believe these are keys to success at anything that you do in your life. So let me start with key number 1. Set your sights high. Establish lofty goals for yourself. Without such goals, effort can be wasted. We become like a ship without a rudder, one that is going wherever the wind takes it. Once you have established your goals, never lose sight of them. Work toward them, and if achieved, set them even a little bit higher. Key number 2, find out what it's going to take to reach your goals. Talk to people who are where you want to be. Find out what kind of positions or studies will help you get there. Then conduct an honest self-appraisal of your abilities and qualifications. Decide what your strong points are and hone in on them. Identify your weak points and make them stronger. Key number 3, ask for help along the way. None of us can succeed in this life without help at one time or another. I've never met anyone who isn't flattered by or responded positively to being asked to share knowledge or experience. Now that you have had your basic training, move on, because many will be asking you those type of questions. Be a mentor. Key number 4, have confidence in your own abilities. It's okay to be proud of the things that you do well. People who succeed are usually confident in their ability to master the task at hand and surmount problems. Key number 5, never be satisfied with average performance. Just doing enough to get by doesn't work in today's world. If you're going to take on a project, a case, or a presentation, it deserves your best effort. My father taught me what I believe to be essential to total quality years before it came to be the name. He taught me there are 2 ways to do a job: the right way and having to do it over again. If you give a job your every best effort, you'll seldom ever have to do it over. Key number 6, don't be stymied by setbacks or small failures to the road to success. Everyone meets obstacles. Those who achieve success over the long haul press on regardless of intermediate failures. Those who dwell on such events or lose sight of their goals are doomed to fail. We have a number of people who will follow wherever the path may take them. Be one of those. In today's ever-changing environment, we need people who will strike out where there is no path and leave a trail. Key number 7, be honest. There is nothing in this world dearer than the truth. It provides clarity and allows forgiveness. Recall that to err is human, to forgive is divine. Key number 8, take care of your people and become a team player. Key number 9, from my own perspective, the one I really wish to emphasize, is to balance your career with your family. It is probably your family that got you where you are today. Take a moment and thank them for helping you get here. Key number 10, have fun. Enjoy what you do. Confucius say, choose the job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Now, this is the last one that I've added over the years, and it certainly pertains to our military environment. That is, always remember what a privilege it is to wear the cloth of our nation and support and deploy those who go into harm's way in pursuit of freedom. You have been trained to be a leader in Navy medicine. Our country needs what you do. I congratulate you on your achievements. I want you to thank your families to help you through the sacrifices that you've made. And I really want to ask you to ensure that you thank your instructors for their dedication and the excellent milestone that you have just reached. I have one last thought. As you get ready to embark on your journey to new and distant places, I'll close with a quote from the 40th President, Ronald Reagan, a president who truly loved his military and felt privileged to serve as our Commander-in-Chief. He said, "Here in America, we've been fortunate to be the keeper and custodian of a dream that began this nation, a dream millions of people hope to share in someday. And every member of America's armed forces has a special part in keeping that dream alive. The dream, of course, is freedom. And truly those of you in uniform today are freedom's honor guard." That statement was so true in 1986 as it is true today. Always remember who you are and what you represent to our nation. As I look up at the stage, I see our next class that just convened, and the message I give to you guys is look at what's up here in the front of the stage, and I guess in 54 weeks, you too will be here. So work hard, and I'm really proud to see you all in uniform. Walking the campus here, but just showing the Navy uniform is very important. Again, to the distinguished staff, thank you for what you've done for us. We can't thank you enough, and we couldn't do it without you. God bless. Thank you very much. My graduates, I'm very proud of you, and I've got to tell you, I hear the years of service up here on the stage. Last November, I went over 37 years of active duty service. I was enlisted for 10 years. I was a field medical service technician. I was also an independent duty corpsman. So I know what it feels like to be sitting where you're at because I've walked in your shoes. Be proud of your accomplishment, and we are so very proud of you, and we wish you the best. And fair winds and following seas. Enjoy your next tour, and continue to make us proud. Thank you very much.
Can you turn up the house lights before we continue as bright as they possibly can get? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Captain, for your comments. We appreciate you taking time to come down here today. On behalf of all the academic deans and faculty here at Thomas Nelson Community College, we extend our congratulations to you, and we want to thank you for your service, your commitment to this country, and wish you the best of luck in your next assignment. You've worked hard, you've earned the right to be here, and we're just about to get to the point of why we're here. But before we get started, I'd like to take just a few moments and recognize the faculty in the Medical Laboratory Technology program who have helped this class and will help the others in the future to come. So I'm going to introduce them, and as I introduce them, I'm going to ask them to stand, and at the end, if we could give them a round of applause. Linda DeZern, Christy Forrest, Ellen Raffetto, Ellie Luthi, Peter McKinney, and Sharon Berg. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, let's get to the real reason why we're here. As the Vice President for Academic Affairs, I now have the pleasure of presenting to you the class in the Navy Medical Laboratory Technology program at Thomas Nelson Community College. These students have completed all requirements for graduation, and they have been recommended by the faculty. Will the candidates for Associate in Applied Science in Medical Laboratory please rise? President Taylor, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the Associate in Applied Science in Medical Laboratory.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Thomas Nelson Community College Board and the Virginia State Board for Community Colleges, I hereby award you the Associate in Applied Sciences. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for Certificate in Medical Laboratory Technician please rise?
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Thomas Nelson Community College Board and the Virginia State Board for Community Colleges, I hereby award you the Certificate in Medical Laboratory Technician. You may be seated. In addition to their college degrees and certificates, each student participating in today's ceremony will receive the Navy Enlisted Classification for Advanced Laboratory Technicians.
Class 15, congratulations. It is my privilege and pleasure to present the Navy Honor Graduate Award. Commanding Officer, Naval School of Health Sciences, will present this award. The Honor Grad is the one student who maintained the highest grade point average throughout the class year. The recipient of this award is HM3 Daniel Malloy. The commanding officer takes great pleasure presenting a merit award for scholastic achievement to Hospital Corpsman 3rd Class Daniel M. Malloy, USN, in recognition of exemplary achievement, outstanding individual effort, and personal initiative while attending the course of instruction for Advanced Medical Laboratory Technician School, HM 8506. Your superior devotion to duty and dedication to performance excellence substantiated this award and reflect great credit upon yourself. Well done. In addition, the command would like to recognize one individual who improved their physical readiness throughout this year. Students that are assigned to NSHS have to PT or undergo physical training 5 days a week. There's one individual in this class who excelled and stepped up and actually stepped up to the plate and actually improved her physical fitness and readiness. And that award will go to HM3 Jeannie DeGroat. Finally, throughout this class year, each class is assigned two individuals that have to basically keep the class accountable. They're the watchdogs of the class, make sure that each and every student is actually doing what they're supposed to be doing throughout the year. And they are our eyes and ears, because we have a small staff, and we're very appreciative of their efforts. So the next two awards will go to the class adjutant and the assistant class adjutant. HM2 Pinheiro, pardon me, and HM2 Roman, please come to the stage. The class 15 of the MLT program would like to present two members of the faculty for their hard work and dedication in giving them outstanding training. Class 15 would like to recognize Ms. Ellen Raffetto and Mr. Pete McKinney. I would just like to read what the plaque said. To Ms. Raffetto, your sacrifice and unique sense of humor has helped our class by lifting our morale. Thank you for your support, MLT Class 15, and for Mr. Peter McKinney. Your day-to-day enthusiasm and dedication to teaching has positively impacted our class by setting high standards that we can apply to our professional careers. MLT Class 15. Thank you. Thank you.
For all those who received special awards, can you give them another round of applause? Dr. Don Bartholomew, Dean of the Natural Health and Social Sciences Division, will acknowledge this year's graduates.
I didn't throw the camera. Okay. Yours okay.
Brenda Alexandra Arias, cum laude. Jennifer Lynn Carlson, magna cum laude. Jenny Marquita DeGroot, cum laude. Philip John Duquette. Stephen David Ellinger, magna cum laude. Kennedy Tuli Fayessa, cum laude. Sarah Jane Leggett, summa cum laude. John David McCluskey. Andrew Thomas Medford, cum laude. Danielle Marie Malloy, summa cum laude. Christina J. Rose. Mandy Michelle Underwood. Rachel Lynn Aker, cum laude. Natasha Ariana Banks. Kadar Aiden Daria, cum laude. Aramatu Dubia. Ishmael David Ben. Deanna Louise Aldred, magna cum laude. Kimberly Jean Hansen, cum laude. Maurice Contrell Bunt. Eric James Lott. Ann Ma. Danielle St. Teresa Major. Uchenna Florence Ubana. Darren Scott Pinero. Quenisha Levon Reed. David Wellington Richard, magna cum laude. Miguel Angel Roman, cum laude. Esther Viebany Ulysses. Federico Umayam II. Brandon Everton Williams. Robert Edward Williamson. Nader Yassin. And my congratulations to each and every one. Can you give all the graduates a round of applause? Graduates, I'm going to ask you to stand. And I'm going to ask you to turn around and look into the audience and give all of your friends, loved ones, colleagues a round of applause for supporting you over these years. Please be seated. It just gave you an opportunity to find out where they were. This concludes this morning's ceremony, and a reception for the graduates and their guests will follow in the lobby of this building. But I want to say this one last thing that's real critical for us. Here at Thomas Nelson, this small ceremony is just a small way of recognizing you, but at the same time letting you know, before you walk out of these doors at Thomas Nelson, how proud we are of you, and how proud we are to have the opportunity to be a part of your lives, as I said earlier. And at the same time, we know with assurance, with a guarantee, that if you made it through in dealing with our faculty and our staff and all the things that you've gone through, we know, and I see some of you shaking your heads, we know and guarantee and put our stamp that throughout the nation, you are probably one of the best trained and best prepared individuals to serve the Navy. And it's a program, and you are our shining stars, that we can show the nation how a program is truly done and how it should be truly run. So again, everyone in this audience, please give our outstanding graduates another rousing round of applause. Can everyone please stand for the benediction?
Father, we thank you today for what our eyes have seen and our ears have heard. And as these young people launch out to various places around the world, we ask that you would go with them in their conduct, in their character. We ask that you would give them fair winds and following seas, and that all that they have come to study and know, that they will apply to help somebody in need. This we ask, this we pray. Amen.
Yeah, I gotta break it down.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
I know this where I So you're gonna be at the reception?
Huh?
You're gonna be at the reception?
Yes.
Okay. So
I'll
I
be
see you.
upstairs. And I'll introduce you to whoever.
Beautiful.
Yeah.